Hello everybody and welcome back to RogueTech, where last episode we said goodbye to our Centurion. It was my own fault, and I decided it wasn't worth repairing, but we have a lot of repair work to do, and so we're going to need to tick forward and take this month tick. So let's go ahead and do just that, and then the question becomes, when do we deploy again? Because we need cash, and we need to build it up fairly quickly. There's no doubt about that. So, how much do we have for a mech bay right now? We've got 4 mechs good to go. Well, that's better than we had. I think that we should definitely wait until the Corsair is done. So, let's just let that tick on forward. Okay, so there's the Corsair done. Now we can deploy 8 mechs. That's fantastic. We're going to hop into the barracks here and do a bit of training. We're going to grab a point of gunnery for Coldfire.
Orders.
We are going to do what else?
Awaiting orders.
That's it. That is literally it. Okay, so we do have a few mechs, specifically 3 that are not fully repaired. And this Orion still needs a little bit of internal work. What does it need? Ah, okay. It needs a PPC FCS, a clan cockpit. Sounds good. Do we have any of those to replace? Let's find out. Well, once we get down here anyway. Indirect, melee, missile HP. Yeah, here's a PPC FCS. Great. And do we have a clan cockpit? Maybe. Got an armored cowl, but we don't appear to have a clan cockpit. What does that actually net us? +1 gunnery. Okay. And 40% bleed out. Okay. So what if we were to go for, instead, tossing in, say, clan sensors? There we go. And we could also toss in, how about... We could go for a slick suite. I mean, this Orion isn't intended necessarily to be super long range. But this would improve its range. For sure. I guess we could do that. Okay, so we'll call that good for now. And we will have that be top priority. We'll take forward 1 additional day. Okay. VIP. Sure. Excellent. Muffin Top is in high spirits. Sounds good. So with that done, now we can go ahead and deploy. And we need some cash. And we need it fairly quickly as well. This is interesting. It's an attack and defend, which is likely longer than we're looking for here. There is an ambush convoy here, which is actually slightly better than this one. There's also a blackout mission here, but I think that we'll go for the ambush convoy. Unknown number of military units sounds great to me. And this is not a free priority salvage. We'll run it straight down the middle. We will get another deploy this month, so that will be completely fine. We're going to want to deploy the Salamander and the Orion, of course, and we will need a Salamander and an Orion pilot. Here's a Salamander pilot, and now we just need an Orion pilot. I'm actually surprised Coma is ready to go already, but okay, that's fine. This time, Coma, I put you in a mech that actually has armor. You're welcome. It had been so long since we had deployed the Centurion. I actually wonder how long the Centurion had been in that unarmored state. I clearly left it like that. That's not something that the game would have done. That was clearly me. But I don't remember why, and I don't remember when. Oh well, the Centurion is no more. So this is an ambush convoy mission. Hopefully we can just drop in between them and the evac point. That's always hilarious when we can do that. We need to destroy the supply convoy and escape, with a secondary of destroying the convoy guards. We're tracking a regular Lyran logistical convoy through this area and believe the convoy is carrying critical supplies for an unknown number of military units. We'd like you to destroy the convoy and any supplies it might be hauling. We have no information on what defenses the convoy is likely to have, so assume at least one lance escorting. If so, there's a bonus in it for you if you eliminate that escort lance. I do like bonuses. When I hear unknown number of military units, I get nervous. This could be tough, Commander. It could be, but it probably won't be.
Command interface initiated.
Awkward place to drop. That's the convoy up there. That's our evac point. We do have allies. This is the denial zone. If the convoy scout point is here, then they're going to come down this road. I like the concept of not necessarily deploying up here. I like the concept of deploying down here. Although I don't really like some of those locations. They're a little bit close to the cliff for my liking. Something like this will do. We have allies up on top and down below on the cliff there. I like it.
Okay.
There we go. I was wondering if we'd get eyes. Sounds good. So this is our ally Centurion here, just kind of turning around and presenting his rear arc to the convoy. Heavy tank, Ajax, Ontos, Challenger, okay. And the Griffin moves in and takes the bait on the Lyran Centurion there. Or not Lyran, Capellan Centurion. This is a Lyran Griffin. Okay. That's another Centurion. I mean, what did he expect? In all honesty. The AI was really dumb there. So at this point, who do we move? It is our Hector. The Hector will move on up.
Affirmative.
And we'll take that position. This will be a slightly better position. Ooh, those are good hit odds on the Griffin. Oh, it's round 2. That's why. I'm not sure when it became round 2, but I will take it. We are absolutely going to fire on this Griffin. That was a lot of damage that Griffin just took. That's a Phoenix Hawk and an Avatar, so it's not too powerful of escorts. Oh no, a sensor lock.
What can I do for you?
I don't care. The Wolverine moves up, and we're going to fire on the Griffin. I am going to Warlord it, because our hit odds are not the best. This makes them substantially better. Nice. Let's see what our ally does. The Archer moves up, fires on that Griffin. I love it. Great choice. I wish it had done a little bit more damage there, but the Griffin is now unsteady. Pylon moves up, fires on our friend the Archer. Does some decent damage to it.
Standing by.
The Mad Cat is going to move forward, and it is absolutely going for this Griffin. This should probably be a kill.
Target acquired.
We spread out pretty far there. That's not quite a knockdown either.
Solid connection on that one.
Yeah, it was close to a kill, but not quite there. The Corsair is going to step forward, and it should be able to eke out a kill here. Yeah, I don't think this is even worth a Warlord. Once again, kind of going all over. But that is a knockdown on the Griffin at the very least. Yeah, we just stripped armor all over there.
Confirmed.
That's fine, though. We're going to move up with our Salamander, and keep in mind that this is the MRM boat variant of the Salamander now. This is no longer the Arrow 4 boat. I don't think we even need to fire the 2 MRM-30s.
Copy that.
I was wondering if we were going to get any crits.
Tango is trash, shipper.
Okay, there we go.
What's up, boss?
The Orion is going to step forward over here.
Roger that.
Hit odds are probably not going to be the greatest over here. So I'm actually just going to brace it.
Commander?
The Black Knight is going to sprint up over here.
On my way.
And that gives us eyes on the primary vehicles up here. We're going to go for the Pylon.
Copy that.
Primary target damaged.
Excellent.
Concentrate your fire and bring it.
The Ajax will move up. It'll fire on our Black Knight. Does a decent chunk of damage.
Losing armor.
No AMS hits there, sadly. Odd choice by the Avatar there. In all honesty. Now that I'm not surprised by.
My armor's melting off.
The Challenger moving up there. The Ontos also moves up, fires on the Wolverine. They've got a lot of Gauss in this. Okay. So, our Boar's Head is going to step up over here-ish. Actually, I think here will do.
Rolling.
And we're just going to drop on this Pylum here, I think. Unless hit odds are better on the Ontos. No, they are not. So we'll definitely drop artillery on the Pylum. And see what we can get done. Some good armor damage there. I like it. Phase 22, that will be the Centurion. Let's see what he decides to do here. They also do have a Phoenix Hawk over there. Okay. Hilarious.
Receiving you.
Our Hector is going to move up.
Consider me there.
This guy moves before this one does. Technically, the hit odds are slightly higher on the Challenger. So I guess that's what we'll go for. This guy has some really thick armor and dual Gauss rifles.
Roger that.
Okay.
Commander?
Our Wolverine will move on up.
Got it.
I'm going to Vigilance it because there's a lot of firepower over here. Now, this Challenger was just, what, panic level critical, I think? Or just regular panicked? Okay. Just regular panicked. Let's go ahead and continue chipping away at this Challenger's armor.
Affirmative.
Okay. The Pylum moves up. Goes for the Corsair. It doesn't get a lot done there. I like it.
Yes, Commander.
The Black Knight is going to close in up over
Roger
here.
that.
And we're going to aim to potentially even stray shot. I think we're going to go for the Challenger here. There's a lot of potential stray shot right in here.
We'll go.
That's a lot of armor stripped off of that Challenger. The Avatar steps forward, doesn't fire its Gauss rifle.
Good to go.
I really, really like that. The Orion is going to head out over here and start taking on the Avatar. We're even going to Warlord it. And we're going to nuke with the Rocket 20s. Let him have it. That was a lot of damage there.
Solid connection on that one.
Indeed.
I'm out of SRN.
So our friend the Archer moves up, goes for the Pylum here. It actually gets some armor penetration and takes down the Pylum. I like it. That's solid. Unfortunately, now the enemy vehicles are all going to move. The Ontos moves up, fires on the Corsair. Surprisingly misses almost everything there.
Armor holding.
I'm shocked about that one.
Order.
The Madcap Mark II is going to head up to here. Let's check those hit odds. Challenger it is. Do we think that this Challenger survives this salvo? Do we fire the rockets? I think that we don't. I think that the Challenger doesn't live through this. Oh, those Gauss rifle misses, though. Way out there. I did expect the Gausses to hit and the lasers to miss. Okay, they're shooting at the Archer. That's fine. They're also grouped up there with the Challenger having a structure exposure. When does our Atlas move? Phase 13 after the Challenger. That's unfortunate. If we moved before the Challenger with the Atlas, we would have a guaranteed kill there and armor strip. As it is,
Yup.
I kind of feel like hitting this guy with the MRMs.
Acknowledge.
Like, I want to test a full MRM nuke. Now, I know that we're going to have some MRM ammo shortages here. That said, look at all those standard MRMs. That's even not that hot. We can warlord it, and so we shall. This poor, poor Phoenix Hawk is about to get 100 MRMs.
Ha! You like that?
And that wasn't even optimal. Okay, Gauss rifles into the Corsairs, unsurprising.
I hate these guys.
Indeed. Next up, our Boar's Head is going to position over here.
Moving to position.
And we're just going to fire on this Ontos and hope that splash damage takes out that Challenger. I don't suppose we have Warlord. No, we don't. That splash damage was poorly aimed. Okay.
Standing by.
At this point, the Corsair is going to head over here,
Understood.
and we will continue firing on this Phoenix Hawk. I think we'll avoid firing these two medium lasers.
Roger.
That wasn't great, but at least we get a knockdown on the Phoenix Hawk.
Scored a critical hit.
So that'll be 2 pilot injuries. Excellent.
Good to go.
Okay, our Wolverine is going to dip up into cover over here, for sure.
Sprinting.
We're a little concerned about heat, but we'll fire on this Challenger and hope that it will be taken care of. It should be.
Warning.
Excellent.
Enemy
Got eyes on
reinforcements
hostile
detected.
reinforcements.
Okay, so where are the reinforcements at? Up over here? Sounds good. We see a Jaeger. And nothing else so far. There's probably more. They're firing on the Black Knight, not getting a ton done there.
Light damage. Holding firm.
Okay.
Yes, boss.
At this point, the Hector is going to step up over here. And we're going to fire on... Technically, we're slightly better firing on the Ajax. Do it.
Taking the shot.
Some damage into it there. Phase 21 will be the Centurion. We'll see what it wants to do. Continues to shoot at the Archer. That's unsurprising.
Ready for order.
Our Orion is going to step off into cover over
Copy
here.
that.
And we're going to go for... I'm very tempted to go for the Avatar here. Exceptionally tempted. Do it. Yeah.
War face.
That's why, right there. Those Gauss rifle explosions.
Over the
Perfect.
red line.
Okay, so the Black Knight is going to step up over here,
Moving to
and we
position.
do see additional enemies out here. We see a Jaeger and a Kingfisher, huh? Okay. And let's go ahead and fire on the Ontos here. Get some armor shred on it. Not too bad there. The Archer moves up, fires on the Centurion. I'm not a huge fan of this choice, but it's okay, I guess. The Ajax moves up. Gets into that CT.
Reporting critical
I mean,
hit.
the Corsair is not optimized, that's for sure.
Aye, aye.
We're going to position it off over this direction and protect that core a bit. And then we're going to fire at this Phoenix Hawk. And this seems reasonably fine. There we go. One dead Phoenix Hawk.
Hostile removed.
Okay.
I'm generating a
Next
lot
up,
of
the
heat.
Salamander's going to move forward
Roger
here.
that, Commander.
And we're going to go for the kill on the Ajax. Now, this is going to be all of our MRM improved ammo. We're going to have to switch over to standard. And we're not going to fire this medium laser because of heat. But otherwise, this should be good-ish. That Ajax has a lot of armor. There's no doubt about that.
SRMs are out.
Okay, the Ontos moves up. Goes for the Archer. Just hits armor there. That's solid. I like it.
Ready Full.
The Mad Cat Mark II is going to stay exactly where it's at, and it's going to hit that Ajax. This thing is running low on armor. Light him up. That should be a kill. Not quite.
It's over the red line.
Oh, we
Damn.
split. Unfortunate.
I'm your
The
stage.
Boar's Head is going to move up over here.
I'm going.
And I'm interested in potentially attacking these guys out here, but I'm actually going to go for the Ontos. We may be able to finish off the other with splash damage. Let's see.
Welcome to my alpha.
Good Ontos damage there. It's not dead,
Waiting for orders.
as in the Ajax isn't dead, but we can finish it off with the Wolverine. This should be a guaranteed kill. Do something like this to sink more heat.
Right, Commander.
Yep, that's a kill. Excellent.
Vehicle killed.
Next up, we've got the Centurion and the Ontos, and then we've got the Kingfisher and the Jaeger out there. Centurion is engaging us over here, which I'm okay with. The major threat over here is that it hits the Corsair.
Aye, aye.
We'll see how realistic that is. We're going to walk up with the Black Knight, and we're going to kick this Ontos. I'm not going to fire the Gauss rifle. Everything else.
On the move. Ugh.
Good. That should be a kill.
Time to bug out. Here's the LZ for extraction.
Yeah, we're not going to the LZ. We're going to finish off the
Enemy vehicle
reinforcements and the
destroyed.
escorts. The Archer moves up, fires on that Centurion. Given its targeting options, I don't think it had too much choice there. Okay. Jaeger fires on that Archer. It's running Gauss as well. They have a lot of Gauss in this. Okay.
Commander.
The Mad Cat Mark II is running pretty hot, and I'm actually going to reserve it here. I want to move these guys out of the way first. So we're going to take the Salamander up over reserving it. Technically, because we need to move the Hector.
Tactical advantage.
Okay. The Kingfisher moves up, fires on the Black Knight. Large pulse laser. Okay, that's not too threatening. I'm sure it has other threatening weaponry, but that particular weapon isn't too bad.
Receiving you.
The Orion is going to step slightly
Moving
forward here,
position.
and we're going to fire on this Centurion just with a single PPC and sink heat. We're unlikely to get much of a hit here, but that's okay.
Damn it.
Indeed. That was what I
Good to
expected.
go.
The Hector is going to sprint forward,
On the move. Full speed.
and we're going to fire on this Jaeger. This is going to be a pot shot. And I don't think we fire the autocannons. I think we just fire a single ER PPC and sink heat.
Acknowledge.
Yeah. We didn't hit. We weren't surprised by that. We didn't expect to
Reporting
hit.
negative damage.
I'm
Okay,
here.
our Corsair is still having some CT issues that we don't really want to deal with. So we're just going to move out over this way and sink heat. AMS is unjammed.
What are your orders, Skipper?
That's good. The Salamander is going to sprint up to where the Hector was
Affirmative, Commander.
and sink heat. And the Mad Cat Mark II, its reservation was honestly kind of pointless. We're going to step back to here and not fire. We're just going to sink the heat. This is a heat sink round mostly, it looks like. And that's okay.
I'm here.
The Boar's Head, however, it can move out to here, which would give it LOS on the Centurion. But we're not going to actually shoot at the Centurion. We're going to shoot out over here at the Jaeger. I'm not going to fire the LRM.
Locked and loaded.
Good armor damage to the Jaeger there. I like it. Okay, the Centurion will close in. Firing on our Hector, of all things. Okay, I don't care about that. It can do that if it wants.
Commander?
Our Wolverine is going to step up over here, remain in cover, and potshot the PPC out at that Jaeger. Odds are low. Yep, we don't expect anything there. Phase 22, that's going to be the Jaeger. There doesn't appear to be two more mechs over here. It appears to just be the two. A Gauss rifle hit at that range is unfortunate, but our armor is more than strong enough to take that hit.
Receiving you.
Madcat Mark II is going to position here. And why are these hit odds so low on the Centurion? ECM shield, target moved into forest. Okay, fair enough. We'll go ahead and Warlord it, but that's not going to boost it tremendously.
Firing on target.
Yeah, we're not surprised by that.
Damn it.
Okay, let's see what our ally does. The archer moves up, shoots at the Centurion. Gets a good number of missile hits there. I like it. The Kingfisher is going to fire that large pulse laser. Okay.
Barely hit.
Just chilling out there firing the large pulse.
Yes, Commander.
The Hector is going to continue to close in over here, and we want to fire on... Actually, the Kingfisher has good hit odds. I'm going to boost them even further with a Warlord. Light them up.
Engage.
Good.
Yes, Commander.
Okay, the Orion is going to close in on the Centurion.
Position confirmed.
We don't have much for hit odds on the rotary AC-5, so I'm just going to leave that be, but we can fire the 2 PPCs.
Taking the shot.
Nice! That Centurion is now unsteady.
Critical hit.
That's really, really
Awaiting
good.
orders.
The Black Knight is going to continue engaging up over here, and we can also fire on that Kingfisher, and that's exactly what we're going to do.
Affirmative.
Okay, some armor strip there.
Aye, aye.
The Corsair is going to be very concerned about front arc attacks here. We'll position
confirmed.
like so. We're going to Warlord this. Hit odds aren't the best. And let's go ahead and fire on him.
Firing.
That's a leg destruction, so that's a knockdown on that Centurion.
Got past the...
That's great. Okay.
Ready to rock.
The Salamander can position up over here,
Affirmative, Commander.
and we can finish this guy off with a nice MRM salvo.
Firing.
That should be a guaranteed kill. There we go.
Enemy eliminated.
There was never any real way that the Centurion was going to survive that. The Boar's Head will move up, take that position, and we are going to fire on... It's got to be the Kingfisher here. That's probably a knockdown. And he already moved this round? No, it's not quite a knockdown. Unfortunate, but he moves phase 17. We can get a knockdown. Jaeger firing on the Hector, getting 2 hits in there. Yikes.
Now that was a heavy hit.
It was. No doubt about it. The Orion's going to step up.
Move order received.
Only one we can shoot at from this angle is the Jaeger.
Target acquired.
Let's give it a go. No hits. That's not shocking.
Reporting negative damage.
Okay.
Waiting for orders.
The Wolverine is going to need to start moving fairly quickly over here because we're a little concerned about its armor levels. But we're going to fire on this Kingfisher, and that's very likely a knockdown.
Firing on target.
Yeah, that's a knockdown. So that Kingfisher should be very easy for us to hit from here on out. Excellent.
Receiving you.
The Hector will step on forward. The only one we're interested in hitting right now is the Kingfisher. Nuke it. Nice CT hit there, but it's not dead. The Archer may be able to finish it. It goes for the Jaeger. Structure exposure on the Jaeger. That's not bad.
Standing by.
The Black Knight is going to move in and finish that Kingfisher.
Taking the shot.
There we go. Kingfisher is down. It never got to do substantial
Tango down.
damage. Now we need to eliminate that Jaeger. We're going to step forward with our Magcat, and we can't Warlord, but what we can do is just fire the Gauss rifle super long range. This is a pot shot.
Locked on target.
We didn't hit, but we weren't expecting to.
Negative damage. Repeat. Negative damage. Skipper.
Our Salamander is not in range, so we'll sprint forward.
All right, let's move. Orders?
Our boar's head is in range. And let's see what we can do here. I think we leave this on indirect. Nice hit there. That was very solid. That Jaeger's unsteady now, and he will be able to be knocked down unless he moves, which he might. The Corsair is wanting to stay out of the way. He moves immediately in this phase. That's unfortunate. I was hoping that our Black Knight would move first. Ow! He took out the leg and the Wolverine in one hit there. Both of those Gauss rifles hitting the Wolverine's leg is unfortunate. It's not the end of the world. And I saw MRM ammo getting destroyed, but I don't see MRM ammo in that leg. I think it did, though. That's okay. I mean, the Wolverine was always in some danger up there. That's why I wanted to get it moving a little bit more. But let's fire on this Jaeger, see what we can get there. There's a Gauss rifle explosion. So one Gauss rifle down.
Critical hit.
The Archer moves up, fires on that Jaeger. It may take out the other Gauss. It crit the rifle, and it took out a double ton of ammo.
How's it going?
Sure. Mark II will close in a little bit, and let's fire on the Jaeger.
Heck no.
Surprisingly, we hit and killed him.
That's a kill.
Okay, we'll call that good. Let's get out of here.
Mission successful.
So, I mean, the leg on the Wolverine going out is not shocking. The Wolverine is really a temporary mech until we get our other mechs good to go. I don't think it's in quite the same situation that the Centurion is, where we want to just scrap it. I don't think it's worth that at this point, but I definitely think that we could have gotten paid more for that. For sure. Oh well, we have another amount of, well, we have like almost 3 weeks, I think, before the financial report, so we should have plenty of time. As far as all this goes, we only have the one. Ooh, an ATM 12 is pretty good. An ATM 12 is actually really good. We're going to take that. And what else do we have access to? They had 1 million Gauss rifles, obviously. Do we have ATM ammo? We might want to get ATM ammo if we don't have any. Yeah, we don't have any regular ATM ammo. We'll take the high explosive ATM ammo for now, but that'll limit us to a shorter range bracket. That's fine. We'll take that and call that good for this moment. This LRM-15, we don't need it. Tactics Battle Computer, we'll keep it around, I guess. A boosted C3, we'll keep that too. Engine Core 285, we don't have one of those. A long scan sensor, that's pretty nice. A basic sensor, a structure, a double ton of Gauss ammo, we'll keep that around. Okay. So overall, that's not too bad. And, I mean, we'll replace the leg in the Wolverine. It's not a big deal. The Wolverine will be a low priority mech for a while anyway. I mean, basically forever. The Wolverine is not really well suited to the missions that we're taking these days because of the sheer amounts of armor required. If they get a lucky hit like they did there, the Wolverine is just screwed, especially if that's early in the mission as opposed to late in the mission. So, yeah, that's definitely something to consider as we repair the Wolverine. But we'll go ahead and get that going, and we'll get it fixed on up. It is, after all, a decent backup mech and a good mech for if we need a lighter bracket. So that's not too bad. 235,000 to repair. Most of that is the Wolverine. That's not shocking. We were mostly trying to buy time, although we didn't get that much money from that particular mission, which is a little bit unfortunate. This is already in the correct order. Wonderful. It is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, we'll deploy yet again before this financial report. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.